Alright guys, here we are. We're going to be doing crate challenge with a Vulkos challenge. This is the last guy I played against. This is the deck. So that's the first one we're going to be playing. So we're starting with this. And yeah, it's going to be a Vulkos challenge. So for those of you who don't know what that is, you play the deck you just played against in every single game. So this is the last opponent played in my match history. So this is where we're going to be starting.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we are playing a tech deck with Flame and Basilisk. So we are going to be going double Harvester. Probably just going to blind double Harvester with this deck on this map. Battlefield is pretty tech friendly anyway. Opponent isn't doing anything yet, he's probably also going double Harvester. And then we'll get some rifles to go and scout out what's up. Alright, so opponent also has some rifles. We'll get a 2v1 here. Then we'll send the low hit point squad to go and see what he's up to. He's obviously got double Harvester because he hasn't built any units for ages. Yeah, there it is. We're just going to go straight into the temple, I think. Yeah, he's going straight into tech lab as well. So it's going to come down to what his units are versus what my units are, basically. Wolverine, that's an easy one to beat. We'll just make a Basilisk. Not sure why this deck is playing Seth instead of Oksana. Very odd choice from the guy who built it. Like, obviously this should be an Oksana deck with Flame Tank and Basilisk. Okay, he's trying to use his Wolverine to fight my Basilisk, which is insanity. Obviously the Basilisk crushes it, not close. Looks like going to be a pretty easy first missile. Then we're going to go Flame Tank and go after his base. Iron Cannon. Alright, fair enough. It beats Basilisk down. We'll make a new one. We'll send it to escort the Flame Tank. And we'll wait and see what he does next.
Your will, Commander. Feel my wrath.
Sandstorm. Alright, well, we'll get the Basilisk on that. And we'll make a new Flame Tank because the old one's not going to survive. And then probably just finish off the base pretty easily. Yep. Alright, cool.
Mission accomplished.
3, 2.
Alright, so here is the second deck. This is the one we just played against. It's truly an abomination. Triple tech, rifle, jump jet, hammerhead. So yeah, really horrible deck. We're gonna have to go double Harvester in this deck as well, obviously. I wanted to go rifles to stall a little bit. This deck does not have good power level. Alright, so opponent's going Fanatics. We actually can't fight Fanatics. Like, this deck is just it's just not capable of fighting Fanatics early on because it only has rifles for anti-infantry in the early game. So we're just going to be looking to stall the missile. It's like opponent wants to charge, which is pretty bad for us. Yeah, we're going to try and fight these Fanatics, but we really have no way to effectively fight them. There's just nothing I can do here. We're just going to have to wait until we have Tech Lab, I guess. We can make some Riflemen and maybe try and get a little bit of stall here, but yeah. If he only makes Fanatics, then we can't do anything until Tech Lab. So I guess we'll just go straight into Tech Lab. This is what happens when you play a triple tech deck. Like, your early game is just horrendous. Alright, hang on. Opponent's made a big misplay here. Oh, huge misplay from the opponent. Don't know why he moved up there. We could never push into him, but he pushed into us, which has given us enough time to get to our Wolverine. Wow, big misplay from the opponent there. Now we should be able to take this first missile with Wolverines. Alright, cool. Not sure why he did that, but there you go. Go and see what he's up to. Mutants and double Harvester. Alright. We're gonna get a Sandstorm and try and go for his base with it. If we can get a Sandstorm to his base, that plus like an Iron Cannon should be game. Walking Mutants into double Wolverine seems like not the play. Alright, so if I Iron Cannon here, I hit the base and his new units. Yep. And now the Sandstorm will finish off his base before he can do anything about it. Alright then.
Enemy base destroyed.
Okay, so now the deck is triple barracks, triple tech. This one's truly horrendous. I'm gonna go double blind harvester on this one because my deck is just so bad now. I don't think I have any potential in the early game at all. I just have to get to temple as quickly as humanly possible. And the temple is going to cost 120 because it's only a 2 building deck before temple. Like, yeah, this deck is this is one of the worst decks I've ever seen. All right, so we're going to get some fanatics. If he's gone infantry first, we might be able to stall. No, he hasn't. Okay, this is really bad for us. It's going to be really hard to even just defend my harvesters here. This is probably a mistake to try and defend the harvesters. I should have just gone towards stalling the missile. But yeah, this deck is truly horrendous. I don't know how anyone comes up with a deck like this. Alright, so we need to get to tech as quickly as possible. Flame troopers. Alright, let's get a Widowmaker. As a Scorpion tank boosted. Oh my god. Our opponent's deck actually looks like, not, you know, like a real deck. Which is going to make it basically impossible. Okay, so we need to get the Widowmaker on the flames, and we need these mutants to protect it from tanks and bikes. Oh my god. Yeah, this deck was actually horrendous. Why is it playing Jade as well? Well, there you go, guys. That's probably the worst deck I've ever played in my life. Alright, so this time we're actually playing a deck that can win a game. This is like, actually looks kind of like a real deck. So this should be a very easy game. Get the opponents up to, he's gone flamers first. Alright, well we've got wheels, so that shouldn't be a problem. He's going for my base for some reason. Get some flamers for these lasers. And he's gone double harvester. Alright, so this should be a buy. Get a tank and go harass the harvesters.
Scorpion ready. With the flames on high flames will surround the Scorpion.
Unit offline. Unit enhanced. Unit ready.
Fire starter ready.
There's a flame tank. Oh, we've already got Scorpion for that. Get another one.
Scorpion ready to sting.
Unit ready.
Flame trooper ignite. Honor high flames. Scorpion to time for school taking position. Scorpion ready.
Another flame tank.
Fire spread. As you command. But we will not give. Scorpion red. Scorpion. Honor to the Scorpion tank report sting in the tail. Blowing the Scorpion ready to hunt. Scorpion advancing.
Basilisk. Alright, well, not really a problem. Okay, well, that was insanely easy.
Objective complete. 3, 2,
Alright, so unfortunately,
objective available.
turns out the last guy we played was playing quad tech.
Building online.
So this is going to be basically another auto loss, I imagine. Quad tech is truly god awful. So we have to get double harvester, but we have to stall. So we have to go flamers first, and we have to get some amount of stall off of the flamers. So we're gonna try to stop him getting a 2v1. Didn't manage it. Alright, at least the missile isn't charging anymore. Gonna need more flamers. Like, there's no way we can just go straight into another harvester here.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
There's a Razorback. Okay, we're dead. We're just dead. There's no way we can fight that. This is why flamers are still unplayable. This is why flamers are still D tier. Because people just play things like Razorback and you also lose to it. Like, it's such a big investment on 40 cost flamers. And then you play against a Razorback and you just get crushed. So we can't actually fight Razorback until Tech Lab. In fact, Tech Lab only has Cyborg, so we can't fight Razorback at all. We have no units in our entire deck that fights a Razorback. So we are just dead. These like this guy has quad tech and he still can't beat a Razorback. Like, he built a deck with 4 tech units that can't beat a Razorback. So I guess we go Cyborgs. We need to fight these air units. And then we need a flame tank.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Come on, flame tank, you can do it.
Unit offline.
No, looks like I'm dead. Yeah.
Unit offline.
It's not overly surprising. This deck is truly horrendous, and I'm playing against like a high tip player, so.
Warhead launched. Mission failed.
3, 2, 1. New objective available.
Alright, well, now we're playing one of the best decks in the game. Probably the best deck in the game.
Online.
So this should be a complete freebie. See what our opponent's up to. Bikes first, alright?
Unit
We're gonna block them from getting to our harvester.
Riflemen awaiting orders. Piece of squad forward. March. Rifle, I'm on it.
And we'll see what he does next. Probably gonna be Chem Buggy.
Awaiting orders.
building online.
That's Flame Troopers, okay, well. Still wanna go Air Tower for the Razorback.
Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Danger zone.
Unit lost.
Back ready to strafe.
Unit ready.
Looks like he's pretty keen on the harvester. The missile is literally firing, like, right now, and he's still got sending his bikes at my harvester. Kind of unreal.
Unit ready.
And there's the Chuggy, like predicted.
Unit lost. Warhead cancelled. Unit warhead cancelled. Missile launched. Unit ready.
Best in the business. Yes, to the forward. Touching the air. Firing. Taking her there.
Building
Yeah, I
online.
meant to get an MLRS there, I misclicked. It was supposed to be an MLRS, not a slingshot.
Unit lost.
Let's get a Liang drone and park it behind these units. And we'll get the MLRS.
Unit ready.
Ready for action. Best in the business. Moving. Yes, Commander.
Alright,
Warhead
pretty easy win.
launched. You are victorious.
3, 2, 1. New objective.
Okay, so now we're playing a 2-2-2 deck, except our last two is Temple instead of Air Tower for some reason. It's not a completely horrible deck. Like Bike, Chuggy, Laser, Flame can deal with most things, and then you've got tech units. So yeah, it's not the worst deck I've ever seen.
Unit ready.
Like, it is still double tech, so I'm not a huge fan, but it's not completely unplayable. Like, we can make it work. We still want to be stalling because we've got the late game of Cyborgs and Basilisk. And we'll go double Harvester as quickly as we can. This is basically, like, right here, this is kind of the problem with Flames as well. Like, there's no reason to play Flame Troopers, which cost 40, when you can just play Riflemen that do the same job, but better and cheaper. Like, why would you spend 40 on Flames that are going to lose the 20 cost of Riflemen? That's kind of the problem with Flame Troopers. Same with Shocks. Like, they get handled too easily in the early game, and then if your opponent has a more expensive anti-infantry unit, like a Razorback, then they're a massive liability, or like a Chemical Buggy. Speaking of which, probably time to make my Chemical Buggy. Alright, let's block off the Pitbull until the missile fires. Alright, nice. And we'll just run away from this Pitbull. Let's get ourselves some Cyborgs.
Unit offline.
Maybe go for the base. Ooh, okay, Sandstorm, it's fine. We've got Cyborgs. Cyborgs plus Chemical Buggy should be able to beat pretty much everything.
Offline.
We can get the Chemical Buggy to his base somehow as well. We can just cat missile it, but I don't think we need to. Like, we should be fine here. Going for the Harvester as the missile fires. Classic high tier plays.
You are victorious.
3.
Alright, so now we're playing a Sandstorm Mammoth
New
deck.
objective received.
With, for some reason, it has Pitbulls and Orcas and Rifles and Missiles. So a slightly weird deck. Doesn't really have good anti-vehicle or anti-air in the early game. I guess the Orca's good anti-vehicle. So it's just a little bit lacking in anti-air in the early game. It only has Pitbull. But yeah, we're going to be going double Harvester, obviously, because we're Mammoth Tank and Sandstorm. Not a big fan of Mammoth Tank deck that doesn't have a great anti-air unit. Like, Sandstorm's fine, but it doesn't chase down enemy air that might threaten your Mammoth Tank. So I'm not a big fan of it. We're trying to stay in front of the pads so that he can't start charging the missile. That's why I'm engaging all of these fights in front of the pads. As soon as he steps on, I'm going to step on as well. I'm trying to stay off the pads as much as possible. Uh-oh. There's a Chuggy. So we're going to build both our buildings because I want to get this Orca out. I can make Pitbull, but it's just not very efficient. I'd much rather make the Orca. Alright, nice. We take out that Chuggy.
Unit ready.
We'll get this Orca over onto this pad. Get the stall on again as well. Looks like he's going for my Harvester, which I don't really care about.
Unit lost.
Not fussed about that. Once again, the classic example of going for the Harvester as the missile fires. Fine by me, mate. I'll trade missile for Harvester every day.
Nuclear missile launched. Unit lost.
Alright, and now we just get a Mammoth Tank.
Online. Unit ready.
Harvester, you got it. Stay there. Harvester here.
Harvester ready.
I need to wait for his Marauders to move away from the edge of the map so I can crush them with this Mammoth Tank.
Unit lost.
I'll just send some rifles. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'll just let the rifles deal with it.
Catalyst missile incoming. Warning. Our base is under attack.
And we'll Liang drone up this Mammoth Tank as well.
Unit ready.
Ready to kick up the dust.
Harvester ready.
Circling, calculating shortest route.
Rocket pods aligned.
Moving out. Goodbye.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Sandstorm superior.
Unit lost. Warning. Enemy catalyst missile incoming.
Sandstorm scanning. Report. Lock and load. Lock and load. Lock and load. Lock
I don't really care about his him killing my Harvesters. I'm just gonna kill his base.
Unit ready.
He's actually, like, his units are on my harvesters as I destroy his base. People care a little bit too much about harvesters, I think. He went after the harvester whilst I was firing the first missile and whilst I destroyed his base. I think his priority is a little out of whack there.
3, 2, 1. New objective.
Alright, so this deck is not great, but it's fine. It's a chuggy Marauder deck. They're not that well positioned right now, but it's still a decent deck overall. So we should be fine with this.
Try the GDI.
So we'll open a couple of rifles. Oh, he's going MG. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna pressure it as much as we can whilst it's setting up.
The unbelievers will
But then we're gonna just go into chemical buggy as quickly as possible, pretty much. I'm gonna make a couple more rifles just to get on the to get some pressure on the field. But yeah, we're gonna just be going chemical buggy. And we need to get the chemical buggy there before he manages to Liang drone this thing. Alright, nice. So we do take out the MG. Could be pretty easy first missile from here. Let's see what he's up to. One harvester. That's it, just a harvester. Okay, surprising. I guess we're going to make a mutant and go after the halves. Orca. Yeah, that makes more sense. So I'll go after this harvester with the mutants and then I'll make a stealth tank for the Orca. He keeps unloading the Orca on the mutants, so then I can go after his infantry. Let's go after the base with the chem missile.
Ambush and stay quiet.
Unit offline.
Round up every lot.
Unit ready.
Come for good day to spray. Fear the green salt. Somebody is spraying the pipe. Stand for waves in the garden.
Catalyst missile incoming.
Stand for waves in the garden.
Unit offline. Unit
I
ready.
guess Marauders for the
The garden.
APC.
Spray in the wing. Earl zero.
Unit offline.
Stay quiet.
Unit offline. Unit offline. Unit ready.
Looks like the stealth tank's gonna be too slow. Oh, the bike's got there just in time. Nice.
Unit ready.
All right, nice.
Real weapon launched. Unit offline. Mission accomplished.
All right, so this is the last one.
New objective available.
We've got this triple infantry with MG deck with APC slingshot and an Orca. Seems like a fine enough deck. It's got a Liang, MG, so we just need to set up that and then just protect it with slingshots and APC. We should be fine. It's a little bit weak in anti-vehicle. It actually just has missiles and Orca. I'm a little concerned about that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna
Unit ready.
try and set up this MG with the protection of these rifles. Alright, that looks like a second harvester. Right, so let's block him off from getting to the MG.
Unit ready.
We've got this. Infant, move out. Unit ready.
There's a Talon, so we need a slingshot.
Gun squad,
Can't move the MG or it'll lose its defensive bonus, so we just need to hope it lives long enough. Yeah, looks like it should be fine. Let's put a Liang drone down, make sure it's healed up nicely.
Unit ready.
I think I want to move the MG one tile so it covers both pads as well.
For action. Closing out.
right, let's gun him down.
Unit lost.
Then we're just going to make APC probably.
Unit ready.
Now it just kind of comes down to what his tech is. His tech is something that can break my fortress. A Juggernaut. Wow, okay, well that can definitely break my fortress.
Armored transport here.
Gonna need an Orca against that one.
Right, bros. Flex those muscles. AP, let's
Unit lost.
APC, machine gun squad. What is it?
You should stay out of range of the Juggernaut.
Unit ready.
I'm on it.
Coming in AP.
Right, so we're going to move the APC forward to tank the missiles so that we can send in the Orca. Oh god, a Sandstorm as well? Jeez.
Let's hit and run.
Oh, so the Orca actually doesn't one-shot a Juggernaut, which I thought it would. That's unfortunate.
Unit ready.
You got it. We've got this.
Unit
Alright, so we did take out the jug.
lost.
Now I just need to work out how we're going to deal with this sandstorm. I guess I just need to get missiles onto this pad for long enough to fire the missile.
Unit
Oh
lost.
god, the Orca took down my thing. I don't know if the MGs are going to move fast enough.
Unit lost.
Nope. Alright, this looks like we're done. We're not going to be able to beat a horde of tech units. Because now he has time to set up another juggernaut. Yeah, there it is.
Unit lost.
Hmm.
Unit lost.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're dead.
Unit ready.
Clear skies.
Unit ready.
Win the prize. Armored transport here.
Unit ready.
On it. Miss, we've got this. Slingshot attack in.
Alright, we've almost taken out the
Unit lost.
almost taken out the sandstorm.
I'm on it. We've
Unit lost.
got this.
Oh, sandstorm down.
Let's
Okay. Oh, there's another one.
Unit
Uh,
ready.
hit and run.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
maybe if we can just throw enough orcas at the sandstorms,
Unit lost.
we can somehow win.
For action. Let's hit and run. Let's get them. Ready for action. You got
There's another juggernaut as well.
Unit ready.
slingshot.
Unit ready.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think there's a lot we can do here. Maybe if we steal this pad now. Go, 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 go.
Unit ready. Unit
Live, missiles, live!
warhead cancelled.
Link moving out.
Unit ready.
Watching other moving. Ready for action.
Unit lost.
Nope. Impossible.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Nice deck, I guess.
Launched.
Well, there you go, guys. We basically lost with all of the completely garbage decks, and we won with the remotely playable ones. Which is, as Rivals goes, there's only so much you can do when you have a completely unplayable deck. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of nonsense there, and I'll see you next time.